What's up, guys? This is Rey-Jay back with another video. And in this one, I want to give you guys a quick update about the markets. Just know that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I'm saying as financial advice. So for the markets, there's not really anything else too significant coming out in terms of news for the rest of the day. And the stock market's very much just range bound. SPY basically dumped when we opened back down to 682. Then we bounced back up and we're just trading sideways around 685 for now. If we could break 688, we could be going to yesterday's highs. But if we lose 682, we're looking for a big dump. Otherwise, we're just range bound. When I go to the 30 minutes time frame, you'll see that SPY is just trading sideways. It's been sideways for the last couple of days, and we remain sideways. There's just not really much going on, and there is a risk of us dipping a bit lower if we are forming a wick here. But overall, it doesn't really matter. We need to see us lose structure. We have to lose 682 to really dump or break these highs over here to really push. We could dip a little bit here and there, but overall, we're still in a range and we have not gotten any clear break yet. SPY is still trading sideways until we break one of these key levels. Now, on the other hand, the QQQ is showing more weakness. There's some tough resistance at 628, and we're on a bit of a downtrend. Now, unless we get back above 622, we're favoring 618 and 615 as our targets on the QQQ. The IWM is showing some strength. It's making higher highs and higher lows. As long as 655 holds, we could be looking for an attempt to get closer to 660. Sorry, 260. Excuse me, guys. I meant to say 260 for the IWM. For ES, we're looking a little bit more in favor of bulls. We're going to see if 6880 holds. We're at some tough resistance. If that breaks, we could be going to 6900. If it doesn't, we could be looking for a rejection back down to 6862. So we're at resistance on ES, but overall, it's just trading sideways. When you zoom out, we're just going back and forth, at least for now. Same thing with NQ. We're trading sideways. We have some tough resistance at 25,572, and we'll see if we turn back down. If we do reject here, we could be turning back down to 25,400. So you want to be very careful with that. On Bitcoin, we're on a downtrend right now. Unless we get back above 90,100, we're going to be favoring a dip back down towards 89,000. On Tesla, we're technically on a downtrend, making lower highs all over again. And this is favoring the downwards direction. However, I just want to mention that we're trying to base at 440, so we're stuck between 440 and 444. If 440 fails us, we could see Tesla decline more, but overall, it's just trading sideways. Nvda is also on a bit of a downtrend. It's showing more weakness. Unless it reclaims 180, it's going to be favoring 175 or below for some temporary downside. Appl pumped a little bit only to come back down, and there is one concern, like I talked about. We have a left shoulder, head and right shoulder forming on Appl stock. This could be indicative of more downside to come back to the low 270s. This could also affect the overall market, at least to some extent. On Palantir, we're trying to push right here. We're going to see if we reject off 185. If we do, we could be turning back down. We push to 185 as resistance. If we reject here, we could be turning back down to 182. On AMD, there's downside coming. We're going to see if we can hold above 216. If we can't, we could kind of push here and reject. We might test 216 and reject. On Coinbase, we've been on a downtrend, might bounce a bit for 268, and we'll see if we turn back down and continue to fall to the 250s. On Amazon, we have a triple top here we're rejecting, and we could kind of bounce a bit for 230 before we turn back down towards 227. So I think there's some weakness on Amazon stock. Meta is in the middle. It has an inverse head and shoulders, but overall, there's no sign of a breakout. It may also continue to fall to 640. On Google, we have a double top rejection. Unless we get back above 317, we're going to be favoring 312. And then Microsoft is looking a bit more bullish. As long as we're above 480, we could be looking for a bounce to 484. So it has some upside potential. Oracle remains weak, got a big dump here, could still retest 196, but overall, very weak trend. And we're going to see how the VIX responds here with a double bottom like pattern forming, but there's no sign of a bounce yet. So overall, the overall market is still just range bound. SPY and the QQQ are just trading sideways. Although the QQQ has more weakness, we're just not really getting much of a significant move yet. And we have to be very, very patient as the market is just trading sideways, as you guys could tell here. We're just sideways for now until we get some kind of break. So be patient and we'll see when we finally get it. Thank you for listening, guys, and peace out.